Hi, I'm Stiles, and today on the Yoga Solution, I'm going to show you a great routine that you can do to flow through inversions. So let's get started. We'll start on your hands and knees, just warming up your wrists a little bit. So when you're working on handstands and inversions, you want to make sure your wrists are nice and warmed up so they can be protected. So keeping your knuckles, both of them, the pads of your fingers and your knuckles on the ground, we're going to lift and lower the palm of your hands 10 times here. So this might not feel like a whole lot the first couple times, but once you get around to 6 or 7, you might feel like you're getting a really good strength builder here. Just nice and steady. And then after you've done your 10 here, we'll spin your palms out to your sides a little bit just to get all the corners of your hands. So same thing, just up and down 10 times. Nice and smooth and easy. And then after you've done your 10 here, same thing, turning the hands inward here just a bit. So just 10 of these here, again, nice and smooth. If this hurts a whole lot, just do 5 or just a couple, but just make sure your wrists are getting a little bit of attention there. And then after you've done your 10, just give your wrists a break here. Come to sit on your heels, relax your shoulders down your back, and just breathe a lot. And then the next wrist stretch here, coming back onto your hands and knees. This time we're gonna make tight fists here. Bring the tops of your hands on the ground, elbows come out to the sides, and then starting to straighten your elbows, but only as much as you can, keeping a nice tight fist. So once the fist starts to release here, just bend the elbows a little bit. So a couple more times just like that here. Again, this is just starting to open up the fronts of your wrists here. So nice and smooth and easy. And after you've done a few of those here, come back onto your hands and knees. One last warm up here. Bring your fingers around, turn them outwards away from you, palm on the ground here. This time, gently roll around a little side to side and forward and back. If it feels good to reach your hips back toward your heels, that's a nice one. But as soon as your palm starts to come off the ground, just bring it right back. So make sure your whole palm's on the ground for this one. This is opening up the whole inside of your wrist there. And then just same thing other side, turning your fingers all the way away from you. Again, gently rolling around here. After you've spent a little bit of time on your wrist here, you're ready to flow through some inversions. So we'll start in a nice downward dog, fingers spreading wide, tuck the toes, lift your hips right up and back. Easy does it here, maybe sway a little side to side, relax the shoulders, relax your head and neck. So we'll take a big inhale, reach your right leg all the way up and back behind you, downward dog split, maybe open up the hips and shoulders. We'll lift your knee right up into your forehead nice and high, softly plant your foot between your hands, low lunge. We're gonna come into a warrior 3 from here, so shifting your weight right on top of your standing leg, top of your head reaches forward, back heel lengthens back behind you. And then from here, start to crawl your fingertips back a little bit by your toes. So you've got the fingers, toes, and fingers all the way across, and really let your head go, let your neck go for this one. So from here, we're gonna start to rock a little bit forward and back here. So when you're working on your handstand, you don't have to come all the way up here, especially if you're just getting started. So just gently inhale, rocking forward, exhale, rocking back here, nice and controlled. Inhale, rocking forward, exhale, rocking back. You may catch a little bit of air, but don't make it a goal or anything. Just really easy does it. Forward and back, breathing a lot. It's nice to keep the split legs here because you can also balance a little bit easier. And then when you're ready to come out of that here, just come right back into a nice low lunge. See how controlled you can be as you come all the way down. And then we'll step right back into your downward dog here, softening the heels. Relax your head and shoulders. So same thing other side. Next inhale, take your left leg way up and back behind you. Open up the hips and shoulders. And again, we'll take your knee right up into your forehead. Softly plant your foot between your hands, low lunge. Soften the hips down. So again, we'll come into that warrior 3, shifting it right on top of your standing leg. Top of your head reaches forward. Back heel lengthens back behind you. So again, we'll come into your standing split here, crawling your fingertips back a little bit. Really let your head go, let your neck go. Breathe a lot. You can always soften the knees and straighten here. Again, it's really good to start from an easy place with anything you're doing, especially going upside down. So when you're ready to give it a try, planting your palms a little bit in front of your front foot here. Again, just rocking a little forward and back. Inhale, rocking forward. Exhale, softening back here, nice and calm and easy. Just real gently lifting that top leg. Easy, easy, calm breath. And when you've had enough of that, again, just softly see if you can come down as softly as you came up, and then just stepping right back into your nice downward dog. So that's a good one to roll through a few times on each side. And we can split it up here by spending some time working on your nice forearm stand. Just take a breath here, relaxing your shoulders, breathing easy. It's important to rest, especially when you're practicing a lot of these inversions. You want to start from a really calm, restful place. We'll take a big inhale, reach your right leg way up and back behind you. Open up the hips and shoulders. And we'll take this right knee way up and around, tap it to the outside edge of your right shoulder, then softly place your foot on the ground outside of this hand. So when you're going upside down, it's also a nice idea to have some range of motion in the hips and hamstrings, so you can lift up from your core instead of jumping and launching here. So just opening up the hips a bit, breathing a lot. So staying on your forearms here, tuck your back toes or just shift your whole weight into your left side, just enough so you can slide this right leg all the way around to a nice plank pose on your forearms. And just hanging here for a few breaths. And when you're ready, we'll start to walk your feet all the way up to a nice downward dog on your forearms here, lifting your hips, lifting your belly. So for this one, just take a big inhale, lift your right leg all the way up, hips over your shoulders. And then as you exhale, all the way back down. Same thing, other side, just roll through this a few times. If this happens to start to bring you upside down here, just with little bitty rocks, that's a nice, fun thing to do. But try to avoid really jumping and forcing yourself into this one. And then again, when you're ready to come down, just soften everything here. Nice and controlled landing. Soften the knees down, relax your shoulders for a moment. Soften the forehead and breathe a lot. And when you're ready, keeping your hips to your heels or roll up to sit on your heels for a moment, shoulders right on top of your hips, and just breathe easy here. And we'll open up your shoulders a little bit. So reach your right arm all the way upward. Left arm comes down and around. See if you can hook your hands together easily. If that doesn't happen, you can always open them upward and outward. So just make sure you can breathe easily wherever you are. And when you're ready, same thing other side, releasing out of that one, reaching your left arm all the way upward. Right arm comes down and around. Again, both sides will be a little bit different. So just make sure you can breathe a lot. And when you're ready, unwinding out of this one. So we'll just do that whole thing on the other side, coming right back onto your hands and knees, tucking your toes, lifting your hips right up and back to your downward dog. Real long spine, breathing easy. So again, we'll take your left leg way up and back behind you, downward dog split here, open up the hips and shoulders, and we'll arc this left knee way up and around, tap it to the left shoulder, softly place your foot on the ground right outside of that hand. Again, real easy, lower the knee down, and just come on down to the forearms. Breathe a lot. Really big inhales and even longer exhales. So again, when you're ready here, we'll tuck your back toes or just shift right into your right side, just enough so you can swing that left leg all the way around to your plank pose on your forearms. And again, just breathing easy here. So again, we'll start to walk your feet all the way up to your nice downward dog on your forearms. And if you're already a little bit fatigued here, just take a break in child's pose before you practice lifting up here. But if you are ready to go here, just take a big inhale, lift one leg all the way up. So you're just rocking forward and back. And then one strap, you can have a little bit more fun playing around here, opening up the legs, coming around one way or the other way. Just take it easy and breathe a lot. And when you've had enough of that one, just softening everything all the way down. Relax your forehead, relax your whole back. When you're ready, rolling yourself all the way up from that one, and you're done. Great job. So there you have it, a nice routine that you can do right at home to flow through inversions. I'm Stiles, and I'll see you next time on The Yoga Solution. So now that you've flowed through all your inversions with ease, this next video is all about tricky twists and balance poses that you can do anytime, anywhere. They're challenging, but I know you can do it.